What's good, YouTube? Your boy Ace. Get another reaction today. I'm hype. I'm excited, bro. This been a long time waiting for this right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a legendary video. So if y'all here right now, y'all watching history. It's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's usually Death Battle Mondays, but they dropped it on Sunday. If y'all know, Death Battle has finally returned. I've been waiting for a long time for this. Y'all know Death Battle is some of my favorite things to react on YouTube. My other channel, this channel, is always Death Battle over here, but we love Death Battle, and I'm hyped that they return. I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? And not only did they return with a heater one. Dragon Ball Z and Invincible. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with those two shows. And they about to see who's gonna win. My money's on Bardock, you know what I'm saying? But y'all comment down below right now before the video even starts who I think gonna win. But let's get to it. Hit that sub button too, go 400 by the end of the month. And the like button. Oh yeah, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, we here, bro. I know y'all just hype as me. Omni-Man versus Bardock and Invincible versus Dragon Ball Z Death Battle. Let's get to it.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
Okay. Ooh! Animation looking clean too. My money's on Bardock, bro. I don't think Invincible can hang with Dragon Ball Z.
Bardock, the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Let's
and
go.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
a death battle. It's been a long time since I heard that, bro.
Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Hi, Omni-Man. How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade. With his murderous
There's no way I never realized that was him voicing that person, bro. There's no way I did not realize that that's who the voice of Omni-Man is. Oh my god.
Page only brought to a halt thanks to his son.
It all starts
I did not realize that.
Planet Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe. Even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species.
Derrick Henry.
As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers, and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, so a minimum of 2 galaxies.
Okay.
Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away.
Reaching it in under
1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh my!
Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than
light. They might have crazier speed feats than Dragon Ball Z.
The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite. And it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring. Meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers, Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also
go.
supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers,
Oh my.
or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or
Bro, this is
it
crazy.
was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh,
Ooh.
and he's extremely sensitive to a specific
sound.
high-pitched
Yep.
frequency, which can destabilize his body's
That's true.
equilibrium.
But his
Can't do
real
Fortnite
weakness turned
dances.
out to be, you guessed it,
Oh, my.
fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job,
bug.
and even had a new kid with
What
his
a
new
bug.
wife. Who's a bug? The bug lady?
Yeah, it's kinda-
he banged a
it's kinda-
bug.
Why, Omni-Man?
Oh!
How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When
Not
Nolan
that
was
way.
lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good
dad.
father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
I think you already crossed the line of being a good dad, so kind of close, buddy.
In the far
Ooh,
reaches of the
I ain't
cosmos,
lying.
played a world with a people like
He has some
no
crazy
other,
feats, I ain't know.
born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The
Saiyans, man.
a
Come
proud
on now.
warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by
Yes, sir.
King Vegeta. Well, narcissist.
I was about to say.
Exactly. Their pride
Self-centered,
blinded them
huh?
to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Yep.
Bardock. He's cool. He's rude. He's got a bad attitude.
That
and
bandana's
if he
fire.
goes ape shit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right?
Bruh.
What a curveball.
Same person.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyan's true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't
Yep.
just conquer planets, they
Alright,
wiped
Saiyan
out
192.
every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock was an asshole.
Hates Frieza.
Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story
Rocket
has
stick
evolved
bandana.
over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
What?
But only one is considered officially canon.
never knew that one.
Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Guine, and
Yep.
had 2 sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
Goku.
No, Bardock
Okay,
didn't go
Kakarot.
totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his?
Fire.
It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could
I-
fly,
that's
move
kinda
faster
nasty.
than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands.
Yep.
True to his brutal screw you nature,
Hey.
Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming
Bro, he got-
power.
he
His
had all the
final
average
spirit
moves
cannon
on
is
the,
like a
game.
key-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram.
Yep.
The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy.
Oh, my.
All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
I'm still saying
Marriage
Bardock. I
didn't
don't care.
change that. While Bardock cared for Guine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was
Wow.
still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely
Look at
his
Rat.
kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
Look at
But they
Raditz.
would still possess the Saiyan's power, a transformation
Yep.
that was the key to their
Grade 8.
planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Hey,
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
yo,
This great
Sparking Zero coming out soon, y'all. Y'all know this week is. Hey, I didn't get the early version, but it's still coming out. I'm hyped.
ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju.
Ooh.
Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over
Look
this
at that tail
berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's
Wow.
questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see,
Wait, why don't
monkey
they
smash.
attack each other
Despite
though?
being
Like,
low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Okay.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 9,000.
8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we
Wait,
only
what?
cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000.
Okay.
This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival,
Damn.
but this
That's
gives
a
us
big
a
jump.
clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to
That's a
dodge a
huge
bunch
jump.
of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is
I
impressive
miss old
considering
Dragon
the
Ball Z.
speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey.
Okay.
Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
Oh my.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should
Really?
be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed
Man, I
and
miss
power
old
meant when
Dragon Ball. I gotta go
Bardock
back
and
and
his
watch it.
team assaulted the planet Cereal. They went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child.
Who?
Some may call it weakness,
Okay,
others
no.
a moment
Okay.
of clarity.
That's a new
but
show.
Bardock was suddenly
I mean,
reminded
the-
of
the
his
book.
wife
I ain't
and
read that
recently
yet.
born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies,
Oh, wow.
who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making
Wow,
him
that's
more
how the story
appreciative
is
of
now?
his family and cautious of
I didn't get to
Frieza.
that part
When
yet.
all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers
Oh, my.
before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to
like
thrive.
Superman.
And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
Whoop that
Then
boy
Dildo
Frieza.
Dickhead blew them all up and he died.
Why do you call him that?
Or did he? Bardock got killed so
Oh, the movie.
freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually,
The
he was
movie.
pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced
Wait.
him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah blah blah, non-canon, whatever. He
Facts.
survived. And when he realized what
Yeah, Super
happened,
Saiyan.
he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan.
Yes, sir.
What?
All right, this
And
is
he killed
very
Frieza
much an
like twin.
alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure,
defeat. Yep,
love,
for sure.
and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps
Hated,
Bardock's
racist.
transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his
would've-
fear would have manifested before him right then
Yo,
and there.
Sparking Zero, what ifs?
Pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the
Pour one out for
truest
my boy.
Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
Yeah, I didn't know his Rep Dana was blood. Time, y'all. It's
All
time,
right, the
bro.
combatants are set.
We waited
We've
for
run the
a
data
long
through all
time for this.
possibilities.
Yes,
Hey,
ta-
before I get to it, I think Bardock gonna win. Y'all comment down who y'all think gonna win. I ain't gonna lie, Invincible, Omni-Man has some crazy feats. They kind of made me second guess it, but I'm gonna still roll with Bardock just cause he's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters because the bandana stuff. I ain't gonna lie, bandana stuff. Let's get
for
to it.
a death battle!
And when I was a kid, that movie, I love that movie, bro. I thought he was so fire. Ooh, I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. Come on, bro. Ooh. Okay, that's a Bardock. That's a Dragon Ball Z thing. Yeah. The little pods.
Great.
I love the
Another
animation,
gross
bro.
bug planet.
Okay, to conquer their planet. Damn.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Except mine.
Don't underestimate me.
Hey. Hey, you can't act like that. You gotta conquer Earth, bro. Okay. Woo! Yeah, you feel that? Damn.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass.
Hey, that's hilarious. Hey, bro, the yell really loud. lie. Omni-Man kind of tough, bro. Omni-Man looking kind of tough right now. Hey, it's a ship. Oh, he's not getting back home. Ooh!
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
No, oh no, you gotta turn to 8. You gotta turn to 8. Hey, that look kind of crazy.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Oh snap! Yeah, don't use all your tricks yet, bro. Say that Super Saiyan until later. You're gonna need it for sure.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Alright, come on now. Hey, he was kind of quick for an 8. Ooh. Oh, that's fire. That was fire. That was fire. You better break out of there, ain't he? Ooh! Wow, Omni-Man looking OP right now, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, it's not good. This is not good. Yo!
Shit.
Bardock's getting whooped. I'm so sick right now. I'm so sick. The sun? What would the sun do to us saying?
No. My sons. Leave me.
Oh snap.
I won't let you take me from my war.
Damn! Oh, that Super Saiyan looks so tough, bro. Yo, but Death Battle, please let him win. Don't do him dirty like this. Don't do him like this, bro. Please. That Super Saiyan looks so tough, yo. Don't do him dirty. Please don't do him dirty, bro. Okay, he about to get done dirty. Just from the way he blocked that attack, it's over.
Your time is
No.
up. Saiyan!
You said Saiyan.
How'd you know?
Remember it.
No way, bro. Where Goku at, bro? Where Goku at? Alright, run it back. Run it back. Where Goku? Where's Goku at? Run that back, bro. No, run that back. Where Goku at?
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting
Hey,
Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed.
Okay.
Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed.
Okay.
Much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50
But
times
it's strength?
multiplier
Really?
from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't
Wow.
seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the
What?
Super Saiyan boost, right?
How about I say?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk
Bro.
completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a
There's
planet
no
and
way.
a star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity.
Wow.
To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that
Okay,
creates
I
an
don't know what y'all
uninterrupted
going
view between sun and satellite.
are
And the
they
disk
saying?
itself must be about half the
What are they
diameter of the
saying?
star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion
Oh my.
tons,
That's 24 zeros.
which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times
No,
stronger
bro.
than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that
87.
difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Alright, where Goku
Numbers
at?
aren't everything.
Run it back.
As far as
I'm sorry.
versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks
That's
and,
facts.
of course, Super Saiyan.
Experience.
Okay, let's address the
Bardock got
Super
experience.
Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last two categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock,
That
over
is a fact.
2,000 years, and even with
But where
Super
Goku, though?
Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate, which brings us to what may be
But Goku,
Omni-Man's
though.
most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most
Higher speed,
cases,
better
letting him
range.
travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's
Okay.
crazy speed and power
3 to
made him
2,
a real
man.
challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
God.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the Bardock.
The winner is Omni-Man.
I'm not a hater of
time
Omni-Man.
on
What's next? What's
Death
next? I miss seeing that. Is that Blackbeard? No. Am I tripping? Oh, it's Dio. I just started watching JoJo Bizarre too. That's funny.
Subscribe
that's
and
not
join
Dio.
as a member to see
Joker versus I don't know who that is yet. I just started watching JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Speaking of, y'all want to see my reaction videos on the channel, but I'm excited for that. Man, y'all need to stop what y'all doing and go sub the Death Battle page immediately. They are back. They're back in business. We all been waiting for this, and I am mad about what happened just now. But I'm more excited of the fact that Death Battle is back in the first place. So I ain't glad nothing can ruin my happiness right now. But let's talk about the competition, because Bardock, I don't like how he lost, bro. I don't care. Okay, he lost. It made sense why he lost. But what about Goku though? How about that? Yep, I'm one of those now. What about Goku? I mean, man, you got this dub, but it's no. His sons and his grandson, all them, they on their way, brother. So you better take this dub and enjoy it, because they're gonna be there soon. But that was insane. This man ripped his tail off. When I seen that, I kind of knew it was over, because that was just the ultimate level of disrespect right there. You ain't no coming back from that. But with that being said, comment down below who y'all had, and do y'all agree with the dub? And I know y'all all excited for this battle. I am too. Just know we on this every time it's here, bro. Hit that like button. The goal is 400 subs by the end of the month. It's your boy ATK, and we out here.